So this is everything I got for the week. This is the total price that I spent on Aldi, and actually I just lied. I have to still do a Target order. So every week I do Instacart and Target, and I know that sounds really excessive. When I can, I do try to shop in person, but to be honest, as a mom, I feel like shopping in person takes up so much time that it actually isn't worth it. And I know there's an upcharge, which is very unfortunate, but after doing this for so long, I think it's worth it. I have made a weekly meal plan. I kind of change it, but I wanted to kind of share with you guys how we do our family meal plan, because I have to admit, a lot of my friends who are women like love cooking, but I just don't. So this is for the moms out there that don't enjoy cooking, but they have to do it. You know, I'm gonna kind of go with the flow. I'm trying to be more health conscious, so if you see anything that you have different recommendations or suggestions for, then let me know. And if you're stuck just like me, then I hope you enjoy this video. And I'm gonna do my little grocery store haul. Okay, so I filmed every single meal that I made this week. I wanted to show you guys what we eat as a family of 4. So let's get started. The first night that I filmed was Monday evening, and I actually made garlic butter chicken bites. So I did find this on Pinterest, but I did it because it was super easy and it seemed like healthy and simple. And yeah, once I put that together, I just paired that with some frozen green beans that we had and some brown rice. And here's us trying it for the first time. All right, I'm gonna try.
You like it? Nice.
I like it, yeah. I think it's really good. You like it?
It's not bad at all.
It's not bad.
No, I like it.
Okay, so for the next morning, I made French toast, which is a staple in our house. We use every week. I specifically use chocolate chip brioche. It is so good with French toast, and the kids just love it. But Matthew doesn't like chocolate, so I opted for just toast. And in the morning, we always give the kids fruit. And Jerry, his go-to is apples and peanut butter. Sam loves strawberries, so gave him a bunch of strawberries. As you'll see throughout the week for breakfast, we always do salty and sweet. I love sweet and salty, especially with my coffee. So did the French toast for sweet, and then eggs. Secret ingredient I do is I add hash browns to our eggs. It is so good. So I'll put 2 in the air fryer, and while that's cooking, I'll do everything stuff, and then I'll add the cooked hash brown to the egg, and I'll scramble it, and it is so good. Like, it is so flavorful. It's just amazing. So this is what our meals looked like. Mine and Matt's looked a little bit different, and I didn't film all of the meals for the kids this week because they basically have what we have, but just like either a smaller portion or just like lesser of it. Okay, so for lunch we did pesto macaroni and cheese, which was from Aldi, and this is like the shell kind. I always add a meat to the pasta we're eating, so today I did chicken, so I just dumped the chicken in there, and to make it a little healthier, I added some spinach, and the kids will not eat spinach. Oh my goodness. Well, if I put it in a smoothie, they won't notice, but if they see it the way that I put it in here, they would never eat it. So I put that in there for Matt and I made us garlic breadsticks with some hot dog buns that we had. And yeah, this is what our meal looked like, and this was the kids. Okay, so for dinner, it was Tuesday, which means Taco Tuesday, baby. So that's just an easy way to remember, like every Tuesday, we're gonna eat tacos. And this is my favorite meal to make because the kids love it. And another secret ingredient that you might not expect, I actually add ranch seasoning to it. I think it just adds more flavor, and it also kind of balances out the spiciness that taco seasoning has for this meal, because we don't want to eat rice every single day, even though I do that growing up all the time. I actually made cauliflower rice. We topped it with the ground beef, corn, beans. Instead of sour cream, we had Greek yogurt. It actually tastes identical in my opinion, but healthier obviously. And then we put some mango salsa on it from Target. It is the best salsa ever. Yeah, this is Taco Tuesday. I'll usually add like a wheat tortilla on the side, and it is so good. Like, the whole family loves it, so I love Taco Tuesday. Okay, Wednesday morning. So this is the morning that I decided to try something new that we've never had before, which is homemade DIY Pop-Tarts. My son and I, we made fun shapes that morning. So I made my own jam, and I mashed up strawberries with confectioner sugar, and I put that in between the pie crust, and you put the egg wash on it, and I put this in the oven. And again, for the salty side, we did eggs, and we mixed that with breakfast sausages from Aldi, and I also chopped up some onions and put that in there because I just feel like onions onions make everything better. But if my kids see onions, they will not eat them.
Rationalizing onions.
Boy! So this is me trying it for the first time. What the? It took a little bit of time, not gonna lie, but let's try
But
it.
it looks delicious. It looks magically delicious. Hallelujah! Hallelujah! Hallelujah!
Mother of Ezekiel, these are good.
Who's not the mother of Ezekiel?
Me.
Yeah, Chase, I'm gonna start with the star because I'm a star. Oh wow.
Oh, that face. I know that one meant you really liked it for real. Okay, so for lunch was also a new recipe. I was just feeling bold this week, so I was like, I gotta show up for the video, you know what I mean? I made Philly cheesesteaks. I got this shaved steak from Aldi, and for seasoning, honestly, I just always put like adobo seasoning on like steak. I just feel like it tastes really good. And I don't know if I'm saying this right, Worcestershire sauce on it. For the rolls, these were from Aldi as well. And instead of like provolone cheese or whatever, the whiz, we used mozzarella because that's just what we had. This is what the final looked like. And yeah, I think it was a big win. Okay, so for dinner that night, we did a seafood boil. So I get this little mini bag of potatoes, frozen corn, and then these chicken sausages, and I just boil everything for a long time. And then once that's done, I empty the water. I'll mix butter in there, I'll put lemon in there, and then the main ingredient is Old Bay seasonings. Recently, I've been adding like crab cakes that they sell at Aldi on the side because it just makes it that much better. And then for this meal, we had some like leftover rolls, so I just kind of cut them really thinly, and I made more breadsticks because just felt like it was very fitting. Oh yeah, and this day was Wednesday, so this was the day that the Squid Game challenge was released at 9 p.m. Let us know if you guys watched that or if you were tuned in. Me and Matt personally loved it, and that morning when we made the Pop-Tarts, I had some leftover dough, so I was like, let me make a dalgona cookie, even though that's not like the real ingredient.
Wow. Thank you.
Well, I
Thank
want you to see, I made a different type of biscuit.
Is this a dalgona cookie? Yeah, I could definitely do
This
it.
is a pie crust. It's not the real like thing. I would have like, oh sorry.
Ew, I don't want it no more. I don't want it no more.
So the next morning, I actually used leftover steak from the subs that we ate the day before, which was perfect. And on Thursdays, for some reason I've always had in my mind, Thursdays is cinnamon roll day. So I made cinnamon rolls. This time I actually got 2 cans of cinnamon rolls because our family just loved them so much that I was like, you know what, let me just get 2, but it was actually ended up being too many. So I made the cinnamon rolls again with the sweet and the salty. We love these. For lunch this day, we actually went to my parents' house because we decided to visit my high school because a teacher that I had is actually retiring this month. So I was like, let's go visit him. So we stopped by my parents' place and they actually made lunch for us, which was really awesome. So my mom made this fish fillet, chicken, Korean salad. So we are at my mom and dad's house.
Yeah.
Oh, it's about to pray.
That's how you pray.
That's really good. I'm like, I'm actually so. You like it, Matt? And for dinner that night, I actually made pineapple teriyaki chicken, which this sauce is from Target. And I made the chicken, but I also had seaweed and rice. And so I cut up mangoes and avocado and so I made the chicken teriyaki on the side, and then like it was like a DIY, make your own sushi. So that's what we ate that night. Okay, so the next morning I made chocolate croissants. So this one's really easy. I just cut the croissants and I stuffed it with milk chocolate chips and I rolled them up and I put them in the oven. And then on the side, we always usually have eggs, but I still had leftover food from the seafood boil the other day. And it was actually really good because that's like a common thing that people eat in the morning anyways, like the potatoes and stuff like that. So this is what our meal looked like for that day. Lunch was quite simple. So this day we just had turkey sandwiches. This is always a good option for our kids because they love the turkey deli meat, and then they always have it with just like a side of crackers. I didn't film our lunch because it was just super simple and I think I just forgot. Okay, and so for dinner this night is actually one of Matt's suggestions and recommendations that he gave me like the week prior, which was steak quesadillas. So the kids like the quesadillas, but since we didn't want to just eat tortilla and cheese, we up it up by adding steak to ours. So this is from Aldi, of course, the stew meat, and it's actually really good. So we added this honey barbecue sauce from Target and added the Worcestershire sauce, whatever that's called. And I cut that up really small, and wheat tortilla on the pan with some butter, and it is so good. And again, put the Greek yogurt on top and the mango salsa, and it's just honestly been one of our favorite meals. What you say?
I can see this man about a good, like 13, 14 bucks.
That's offensive.
What's that? Oh, this is steak?
18.50.
There's no sides. You think somebody want to eat it for $18.50 with no sides?
Okay, so this video was just filled with leftovers, so I decided for the next morning to make steak omelets, I guess, kind of. Saturdays are normally the day where, because we're like home, I always think of like classic breakfast. So like usually it's like pancake eggs and sausage or something like that. But this morning, because we had leftover steak, I just ended up cooking that again and making kind of like egg omelet almost. So putting the steak in the egg and putting it over that. These pancakes are actually the frozen pancakes from Aldi, and they're really good and easy and simple, like if you're trying to save on time. Yeah, it was a pretty simple breakfast, but it was a good use of the leftovers. For lunch, I actually went to like a brunch birthday celebration with my friends. We went to Cheesecake Factory. They had these fried avocado tacos, and I'd never heard of that. It's a new menu item, so I was like, let me get my hands on that. It was literally fried avocado in a taco that didn't even have tortilla. It was like the weirdest thing, but it was so good. So if you ever go to Cheesecake, it's a new menu item. I highly recommend it. Okay, for lunch, it's another classic weekly meal item that we normally eat because the kids love it. Grilled cheese, but for my grilled cheese, I always put marinara sauce on the bread, and then cheese, and then turkey pepperoni. And after I grill that, we always have a side of this tomato basil soup. Because I had already eaten lunch that day, Matt tried it, so I don't know if it's good. Matt, was that tomato soup good last week?
Yeah, it was delicious.
He said it was delicious. But yeah, I still made it for the kids, and yeah, that's usually a staple in our house as well. Okay, for Sunday, for some reason, this is just always waffle Sunday in my mind. And I just paired that with sausages for Matt, and I tried to just mix up the way that I made my eggs because I don't always want scrambled eggs. So I just did like a fried egg for that day. For lunch, Matt was actually elsewhere, and so the kids and I just did something super simple. I ate dino nuggets with them. You know, they love dino nuggets, a huge fan, and we had a salad that was gonna go bad kind of soon, like the pre-made salad. I think that was from Aldi. So I just paired that on the side with my nuggets. And for dinner, again, Matt wasn't back in time, so I just made one of my classic favorites again, which was these DIY sushi. And then Monday was the last day that wrapped up this video, so we had some bananas that were about to go bad. I was like, let me just make banana loaf bread for that morning. And so that's what we did. Made banana bread. This is the recipe I got from Pinterest, and I added chocolate chips to it because of course chocolate over everything. But that day for lunch, actually, we went to Towson University. So in this video alone, we visited my high school and we visited our college. So that day for lunch, we actually ate at one of the student like buffets there. And so that's where we ate for lunch, and this is the food that we ate. Okay, so that wraps up the whole week of meals that we ate. I am very open to tips on how to save time and money and some recipes, very, very open. Please leave links to Pinterest. I love Pinterest. And let me know if this inspired you for any meals as well. But yeah, thanks for watching, and let us know if you like videos like this because I'm on my mama grind. All right, peace.